All right, welcome to another fresh morning. I'm always on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Essentially, um, Easter Sunday morning. Happy Easter to Obia. The resurrection of Christ. Obviously, I pray say it's a resurrect every other thing in our lives, whether Christian, non-Christian, Obia, Ot, may always on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Say a very big thank you to you and happy Easter to you, sir. One of the things I was swore for a very long time. They be you didn't come on, bobon, come on, yeah, contact, yeah, discuss sports now. Who choose the Fiifi-Manfred as our number one sports analysis brand? I mean, that some of you are follow on Twitter, follow on Facebook, follow on TikTok, follow on, to YouTube, everywhere. I'm sure support the job. I want to say a very big thank you to you. I don't take it for granted. So I don't take anything at all for granted. From last night up to now, after say Saturday code and then DM, many about a lot of messages that have come through my phone, both on WhatsApp, on Twitter, on Facebook, and go focus it. God bless. And they want to say thank you to Ejumana. I always say it's a back home staff rather than back office staff, production team, but when it comes to picking the best quotes, and working on it and picking the stories to talk about, they do a very good job. They do a very good job, and I want to say a big thank you to them and God bless to them. And ran two quotes in a code through two. I think one was 6+ odds, the other was 5+ odds. I made a code through, and we've had a lot of messages. I would have loved to read some of them for you, but my main shot is meeting and be a most of them are saying say thank you for games no movie, and of course what we are saying is that Enano also the games of Enano ever torn and then matches now ever torn at the amount 5 separate codes any ship just tickets, and then the codes are always in levels of how do I say it, risk. Of course, the bigger the code, risk usually is high. So take it, look at it on Betway, if I could just copy it shame on Betway, Nakokocha, and give yourself a big chance of winning. And then in the games never cost on across all the competitions. Team this Chelsea on the other platform, on one coming code matches are dicey. I take it out, and of course I go for games that I go for picks that are best well researched by the team. Let me share media amount. Say open say constant update with data so you can tap on the various links now in that description. Join the WhatsApp channel, join the Telegram channel, join the WhatsApp group. Now every morning you get a code to go in and go and stay. Even if there's no video here on YouTube, you can go in and then go and stick. For those of you on TikTok, I'm joining the group. What I'll do is that I mention the codes out for you. Send a you get it and you can go and stick into this video. Obviously will go to TikTok, and for those of you on TikTok now, the first code near 1B90280C, and on the first code near 193+ odds. Next code near 1B902ECE and on 21+ codes odds. Third code near 1B901F B8 and 7+ odds, or on fourth code no 1B903517 and 6+ odds, or in the last code no 1B902248 and 5+ odds. So these are the codes, and then get them out back. I mean, there's a lot to talk about in the other sports. You remove new come on no. There's some of you most of there's the sports teams that would like to talk about it. You need come on. And now, after the Barca game, I said, I think Barca are just Spanish La Liga. And I don't think Madrid will come back and win the game ahead of Barcelona 4. And I think, and now I said about 2 or 3 things that games are defining Barca season, especially when it comes to the winning of the Spanish La Liga. 2 games. 2-0 down Atletico de Madrid, coming back to win 4-2. Then 3-1 down against Team Ayafreno. Celta de Vigo at home. in a very, very tired Barca team, Hansi did Africa tries to a lot of rotations. Now they come back to come and win by 4-3. That is impressive. And Mejidi Pa say season ye bowie na Barca say Oshenechi. Now Odin come about matches this side this season now. One of them, and I say two of them is Atletico match now, and it's Celta Vigo match now. Whilst that is true, no, I think say Ejuma Hansi did a flick in terms of psyching up players, the mentality will come up tops in terms of the things that decided the league for Barca. And the fact that Barca for engine say match near nothing can happen here, very important. Because again, Benfica away from home, Champions League. Match are literally out of the grasp of Barcelona for. They struggled this back, they won this back. And then look at the changes that Hansi did Africa. Taking off Robert Lewandowski, taking off Ferran Torres, bringing on Dani Olmo. And Macani several times if Barca will go very far, especially in that game against Inter, it has to be Dani Olmo. 2 games are waba. Maybe and the performances no. Sa performance no. Dani Olmo no be that. Because he is a really important player, especially in the tight spaces. It's a team show. Na over compact mid block, low block nessa. Now, person receiving ball in the highs, person breaking it down. It's not always when you have to stretch the play because sometimes Oma ball is too expansive. What teams do is, especially 3-back teams, they say Inter, Celta Vigo and run. They double up on you 2v1, all wide areas. So your fullback will come 2v2. Most likely you are not winning that battle. So where it becomes serious is that most teams now say, okay, fine. Yeah, man, in expansive game, we'll net pick you, but because of net pick you, or what you pink crack. That is where some half space players more than you, not Jude Bellingham, Jamal Musiala, more Fran Vets, more, Cole Palmer, more, some ways don't see jump on the tight space, more like Penny, who create space around home. Now, super important. And Dani Olmo is that guy for Barcelona. And then he was one of the main reasons that Barca were able to get the results that they wanted to get in a game like that. Super important. Then bad news for FC Barcelona. There's a branch friend Robert Lewandowski. He sat down on catch a Barca for medical team. They say, I'm a fan of Fiifi-Manfred. So we are hearing say a injury that most likely will see him sit out for about 2 to 3 weeks. And I said it. Barca could lead fatigue. Look at Alejandro Balde the last time. This time, a branch friend Robert Lewandowski. Gerardo Martin can't play on the level of Alejandro Balde. Gerardo Martin can try, but Alejandro Balde, like Hansi Flick, one of the best left back on and off the ball. And I was shocked that in the last season, last international break, Luis de la Fuente and for Alejandro Balde. He needs to find a way to get Alejandro Balde and Marco Correa competing because Alejandro Balde is different from what Marco Correa will give you. Mark will come inside, make the ball playing where them very difficult to defend against and play against, even when you are attacking. But Alejandro Balde will give you the width for your inside things to come inside into the half space and create the chances, and that's why I think Barcelona will miss a branch friend Alejandro Balde so much, and it's going to be out. Of course, Robert Lewandowski 3 weeks. However, it could miss the Copa del Rey final, and that means that from now to the end of the season, Barcelona would depend largely on Abrantia, your friend Ferran Torres, and your Abrantia friend Inigo, Abrantia friend Ferran Torres, and your Abrantia friend Dani Olmo. They are going to be very important to team your friend FC Barcelona. In another game now, in another Spanish La Liga now, Atletico de Madrid call away Cocoba against Las Palmas. Very close game. Very close game. And Atletico de Madrid, after some free move in the in the Copa del Rey, free move in the Champions League, lost out effectively on the league. Charlie, the ability to bring themselves together. Now, Omar tried to still go in and win games consistently. And that is part of the mental part of the game. And Juma, you have to do it well, and you have to be consistently. Never be say started to at the end of the season now. Right now, there's nothing to fight for Atletico de Madrid for. I'm going to go against the Las Palmas side. I'll be more motivated because Las Palmas for a relegation threatened. And the one shaking out against Tima, or when you have nothing to lose, only a relegation threatened. They have to do everything possible to get the results and get the winner. That is what the Las Palmas people do. Your ball game in Las Palmas for national 1-0, but any game that I'm interested in, your ball match you know. So over kai edin where a friend boy be Dario Esugo. Or you're part of boys not Chelsea. Boys the back what Chelsea is signing in January as part of players that they wanted to augment their squad with in the summer. Dario Esugo, Portuguese central midfielder and DM. And not the Biametaika Chelsea say watch a Chelsea conversation about all the things on Molaki. The physicality of Park in Fiifi. It's only Moses Caicedo and also have physicality. Leslie Guchuku is also a very good single six, can play as a deep line playmaker. But Onokano needs our physicality in order. And it looks as if the Chelsea phone were looking for the physical monster, dual monster, we need duals be brave. And the Amor said, boys go on and you bobo 50 ball over on fire. And that is what Dario Esugo embody as a player. And now on the power. What a game Dario Esugo against Conor Gallagher. Dario Esugo was successful over there. Now, when you have 4 clearances, 3 tackles, 3 interceptions, 6 over 10 ground duels won, 3 over 4 aerial duels won. And I love the aerial duels because baby Chelsea for any and Premier League pace and power. Sometimes I hope I wouldn't need pace, we need power, we need combativeness in Fiifi on man. And then you make a combative like we any dinner on we need like on favor and call essentially. On any thing we need born back from you. 1/2 successful tackles and take on 1 key pass, 77 pass accuracy against a branch friend Conor Gallagher. A branch friend Dario Esugo was really important for Las Palmas. And I'm sure last minute goal on the winning game against Atletico de Madrid. And now Wojciech Szczesny confirming say or signing contract extension with Barca. Very important player. And then I'm making the story of Wojciech Szczesny and where he was and Sana Barca for their friend, how he didn't expect that he was going to be a Barcelona player and all of those things. But this is where he is now. Wojciech, a really important player for Barca. To the extent that Hansi will not be tools will not be in a hurry. So before say a branch friend Marc-Andre ter Stegen back onto to come and play football. He will not be forced to do that. And Oshe game now, with the section, he said, or sign 1 year contract confirmed. And Deco say we are happy with Szczesny. He will be with us next season for sure. The contracts have been extended in Barca for him. So we are very happy. We are very excited. And said after said Barca for were able to dig deep and get the results against Celta de Vigo, and the pressure assignment to Carlo Ancelotti. So, and I was saying, and I said, there is no need to stress. There is no need to stress. There is no need to do too much because Madrid form, I think that still the league is not gone yet. And now Barca for have increased it to 7 points. And 7 points between Barca and Madrid. It means that there is no margin of error or little margin of error for Madrid for. Immediately they drop points today, effectively league the cup. Because I don't see Barca losing a game, losing another game, and dropping points again. It be literally tough for Madrid for them to win it. And then Barca for a lot of the whispers again. Our Madrid group one of my bench team say, I said margin of error near 2 palpable, tension near palpable. I said, I'm crowd free say tension or honor to the extent said. So Carlo Ancelotti and Jenny in a Ofi against Athletic Club or dropping pointer. One on Messakeno. One car on Messakeno. We'll see how things go. One Jenny on Messakeno Brent your friend Carlo Ancelotti if things go wrong and then real level and so air reporters are starting and that's what they say. If Madrid drop points against Athletic Club, the club doesn't rule out firing Carlo Ancelotti as manager. Given what has been going on, and then more big game against team your friend Athletic Club. I've told you 20 years ago was the first time Athletic Club for a team your friend Madrid for the very first time. Since then, years against team my friend Real Madrid, and it's going to be a tough one. And now 3 Turkish journalists I confirm it's a Chelsea transfer target. My branch here, your friend Victor Osimhen. And decided so by joining team your friend of Manchester United. I think say a lot of the speculations are going in there. And now, David Austin Babe explaining Chelsea transfer plans now. Obobo strikers no say or share Victor Osimhen wages now. On June this Chelsea by SRD. And I said, hey, I don't know why Chelsea owners, no sporting directors, no would double think on a branch of friend Victor Osimhen. I think he's a curtain raiser, like literally a ceiling raiser. Like Obi Ora Utima players na no mama can play well. Utima Omoyomejuma, and he like or a standards player out or force the issue among players no play to a certain level, and because on Pelosi, but 3 journalists Seda El Shalika Oyedumama overlap will take you on or say Osimhen agree personal terms of Manchester United with Manchester United, but Napoli for I catch Manchester United say the way I know more person the Alejandro Garnacho about Giscan. When you're ready to be to career, and you should forget about a branch friend Victor Osimhen. And then another journalist, a friend of Zipik say Osimhen will sign a 5-year contract to United, transfer fee 60 million, contract worth 12.8 million a year with respect to Osimhen wages. I mean, the big issue with Osimhen was about wages. If Manchester United beats emitting wages, I think he goes there. That is if Chelsea, the number 1 choice there, Chelsea. Wakache, what's his name? Jean-Michel Obi. Wakache, a lot of the Nigeria guys say, or no, up at Chelsea. He wants to go on and play at Chelsea. Wakache Chelsea phone say that's the club that he wants to play. But on Peso Beluwa in the wages, and Napoli not just 12 million. And it has also been maintaining wage now, man, and that's why they can grab a home area man. Or Banana man 6 million, 8 million, yeah. Or from, I mean, look at the live Victor Osimhen Steve. You can't come and reduce his wages just because performance one winning. The reason in TLT me because these are young players. Osimhen has seen it at the top, and you have to be careful. There's another journalist, a friend Nak, also reports Osimhen will sign for Manchester United. I mean, I think Osimhen a curtain, ceiling raiser to the top. And once he's able to do that, almost some very, very good stuff. In the English Premier League table, and you are saying very, very interesting results over there. Our English Premier League game, and then net 4 matches net also 3 of them Barca at 1 p.m. Fulham, Chelsea, Ipswich, Arsenal, Man United, Wolverhampton Wanderers, then Leicester City, Liverpool also at 3:30 p.m. Now, what it means is that in the English Premier League table, there have been a lot of changes in there, and now Aston Villa actually team are your friend of Newcastle United. Newcastle are in third position, and then 4th place are Nottingham Forest, against team a friend of Tottenham Hotspur. So the games are close knitted and are very much together. Fulham and Chelsea double. It's a place for European sport. Fulham for Nigeria says we meet me Chevy Brea. On bet me qualify for Europa maybe. On bet me for Conference League maybe, because there's a possibility say either teams or England bet me the European competitions. Into almost one team says almost Chelsea. And now Fulham for manager friend Marco Silva said. Mobile in recent last 3 years, no more I Chelsea into all of him so Chelsea. I come call Marco Silva December. Chelsea the cash of first goal. But Jai gave me more about better in TNA. Marco Silva said, or GDS over Chelsea. Marco Silva. Well, last season, and American, Mihalo Modric call and Juma Botumu, Chelsea, and Timia Quanque Jumano, this season, they will feel. And I affected Chelsea, be affected them, and they need to do everything possible. In fact, so share Chelsea game now. So sharp, Oko 57, no, 2 points off 3rd place, 2 points off 3rd place in the same point with Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa, and it goes down to the wire. It goes down to the wire, and Maka at this point. Or a Chelsea player component, there is no need for Enzo Maresca and then Emirates to even look at the table. If I was Enzo Maresca, I'll probably watch the videos of Liam Rossoneri and how we inspire the Strasbourg team. They are playing so well. And don't go away to Monaco. Monaco, Monaco. You don't prevent Monaco from scoring against you. They're on Beshe. They prevented Monaco from scoring 0-0 on the 1 point take off. So Strasbourg are in a very, very good place in terms of the games that they play, how they want to play, the games that they've been able to play. It's top level stuff. And that's what Enzo Maresca needs to do for the man channel, because playing against Fulham, so it's match against Fulham, they are then effectively league record. And I said the same thing against Ipswich Town, but Chelsea have been lucky, they've been granted another opportunity to play against Fulham. And O'Shea born at Chelsea players near Bona. This is a match where they need to really impose themselves and get something out of the game. Because any easy crowd, given how the games have been playing, and how they be easy. Chelsea will need to find a way to get results against Ipswich Town for and play very, very well, get the results, and of course go in there and make sure that at the end of the day, because when to match Fulham they are, then effectively you've thrown the game away. As it stands now, Chelsea are still having conversations. Our wingers now, left wingers, a good player, high potential, too raw, beyond Gittins. I said it 2.0 for Noni Madueke, very good player, but I said on Sheda needs a ability. Even with a mistake today, William Saliba, probably the best CB in the world until Abrante Freno, Dean Hodgson will show a very, very good player also for Abrante Freno, Dean Hodgson, with a Juman Oyen or Bournemouth, really important player. If Chelsea able to get him, and I make Chelsea one of the players that Chelsea actually on Chelsea wish list now, Abrante Freno Murillo, about Emma, Nottingham Forest this season, and English Premier League game. Imagine if you add this quality to the team, Tosin, Chaloba, Belashile, Cowell are all fodder, backup at best. Fofana is the only good CV, but doesn't matter because he is always injured. Next season, Unya Petrovic, Rachel, Unya James, Unya Hudson, now Unya even Fofana Jan Chain, and as Unya Cole Jan Chain, Marco Crea. It's a backline that prevents a lot of goals over there. And I saw this. He has potential to be a top manager, but his decision making is massively prohibiting him. He is in his own worst enemy. The choice of lineup in the past 3 games, so Chelsea for to say, hey, Maresca against Fulham, they went to Manchester, then I catch you, went to qualify for Champions League, then we don't know what you want over there. We need to make sure say over the Chelsea about Champions League because they saw your top manager in the Jumano and now Stefan Bajcetic and our branch friend Dario Sugo double pivot. There is something else, 20 years old and should be future contributors to the parent club, Liverpool and Chelsea. Massive 1-0 win over Atletico de Madrid over there. Stefan Bajcetic, the Macano was one of the top players. First day I saw him at Liverpool, say, play up in the first phase, second phase, everything that you need. Stefan Bajcetic, solid guy, and we'll see. Saying they ever call on with Dario Sugo. And then after this, hopefully after Chelsea match, we'll come back with more, and then we'll come back even with some more Hansi on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Until then, do take care. Craving Cottage, air some way, but hopefully by the time the man be at Chelsea for and win him. So who get Ekitiki. Yeah, what I read was that the agent contacted Chelsea or Chelsea consider Kevin Cottage has the potential to be an full accord for Enzo Maresca tomorrow. No shortcuts to the tunnel. Has to walk past echoing away end at halftime and full time. If it goes tits up, no hiding from the flag. Simply Chelsea need to win. Wow, Charlie. Hey, stakes are high for Chelsea. We'll be back.